Good morning, crafters, and welcome to Hunky Dory TV for our Thank Craft It's Friday show, and it's going to be a good one. We have, my name's Dan, I'm your host for the hour. We have a lady on videos, I should say cameras, named Emily. Say hello, Emily.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. We have a lady named Hannah who is behind the scenes, and she's tinkering away. She's tinkering away. Commenting and replying to all your comments and questions. Good morning, Hannah. Hope you're well. Nothing. She's quiet, is Hannah. She's quiet. She might comment hello.
She's shy.
And we have a lady who has been patiently waiting at the demonstration station for the crafty choo-choo train to come along. Boop, boop. It's Sheila Halliwell.
Hello, everybody.
Morning,
Hello.
Sheila.
Morning.
At the demonstration station.
I am indeed, yeah.
How are you? Your hair looks beautiful.
Thanks.
It's new. No, it's the
Well,
same hair.
it's the same old hair that I've always had, but it's just straight this time. I thought I'd just have a change, go back to being straight.
Sheila, it looks absolutely lovely.
Thank you.
And we're both wearing black today.
We're both wearing black, yes, mainly
Oh, that's
because
fun.
I haven't done like a coloured wash this week, so it was just, because everything black is just over the banister or hanging up, and I was like, I need to just get some black. Plus I got some new boots and they're black, so I always have to tone in
so
black.
you're coordinating.
Yeah.
I'm wearing black because, well, for a reason, I'm slowly but surely getting wider and wider and wider, and I'm hoping that black makes you look thinner and thinner and thinner. So, good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us this morning. We have got an action-packed show for you today. We've got loads of stuff. We'll be doing Win It Weekly, of course. We'll be spinning the wheel at the end of the show. But we have got a product launch for you today, an absolute cracker. Sheila, it launched yesterday.
Wednesday.
There was a sneak peek, wasn't there?
Yes, a Wednesday evening with myself and Nigel on Create and Craft, and everyone just loved it. You know, I think people wait for decollage, don't they? Customers love decollage because they can do it. Anybody can do decollage. It's safe. It looks incredible when it's done.
It looks like how have you made this? It's
Absolutely,
incredible,
yeah. It doesn't matter whether you've never made anything before in your life. If you put 4 or 5 layers of decoupage or decollage onto something, whether it's a box, a card, in a frame, people go, "Oh my goodness, have you made that?"
It knocks people's socks off.
It does, absolutely. And you get so much in the kit. You can make so much from this kit that it went really well, and we've had to do extended dispatch, haven't we?
We have, so that's what's happened. We launched our Springtime Wishes Deco-Large on Wednesday. Sheila did 6 at night, I think it was, with a sneak peek. And then yesterday, the lovely Pauline Wheeler was there at Creating Craft. On TV with it, and it sold out, and extended delivery happened. Extended delivery is at about a week, I think, something like that. But the good news is we have it, and we have it here. Exactly. And we're going to tell you all about it and show you, and Sheila is going to demonstrate, and it's going to be lovely. Before we do that, we have a couple of reminders. Pound Shop, wow. It could be that these are the only 2 toppers that are left in our Christmas topper.
Wow.
I don't know. Sheila, what I'd like to ask you though, Sheila.
Yes?
Do you know, Sheila, how much these are?
These are just 1 Great British Pound. That's all they are.
1 Great British Pound.
Yeah, I know things are just dwindling fast, aren't they? And we've not got a lot left. So if you want anything for a pound, you need to get on there and.
It's very true. I have a secret, Sheila, a secret that I know that you don't.
Okay.
And it is that next week there will be some more additions to the shop.
Oh,
so
good.
if things ran out on you and you couldn't grab them, then you will get another chance. There will be some awesome extra new goodies that you haven't seen before in Pound Shop on Pound Shop. Pound Shop lasts until the 31st of January, or until everything's sold out, which is possible.
Yes.
The Diamond Sparkle Shimmer Gemstones are in there as well. They're still in stock. My hope is that they'll be in stock all the way through till the end of January. Grab them while you can. They are on fire. Okay, so that's Pound Shop. Thank you for submitting your card makes. Oh. Your December makes are now on the hub. So all of your cards are now on the hub. Please do jump onto the hub. You can go to hunkydorycrafts.co.uk, which is where you get all of our goodies, the place to be, the website to be. At the top, you should see a little login button for Hunky Dory Hub. And on mobile, I guess, Emily, it will be there. You just press your burger. It's called a burger, isn't it? Yeah, you know, there's like a thing, and it's like 3 lines like that.
Yeah.
In the top of like lots of websites. Yeah. It's called a burger because it looks like a burger. It's got like bun.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Bun, meat, bun, allegedly. You learn something new every day here. Usually something you didn't want to learn, but there we go. Okay, yes, so December makes are on the hub. Go and take a look. There's some really good inspiration made by real crafters, people at the other end, the other side of these cameras, which is brilliant. Win It Weekly. we have our last chance. So today we are going to give away 4 of these lovely Peony Promise card collections. 4 of them are being given away. Let's move it to there. 8 topper sets in here. They're $24.99 each. We're going to give 4 away. And if you want to be in with a chance of winning, what we need to know is the answer to this question. Here comes the embarrassing accent. The Australian government, God, it's terrible, is that weird? The Australian government banned what word for the day? Was it A, mate, B, Barbie, or C, drongo? That's what we need to know. B, Barbie. That's what we'd like to know. You just answer, guys. Comment. People have been answering that question all week. There's a lot of people saying one of those words.
Yes.
Which do you think, Sheila?
Well, can I say at this point? I mean,
You probably
yeah.
can.
I'm going to say A.
It makes sense, doesn't it?
It does, because I think that's where it came from, didn't it? It started there. It gradually reached all the way over to here, and probably over in America as well. And people, I could never quite understand it. I was like, why are they calling him mate? Because you never even met him before, or, you know. But it is just one of those sayings. I mean, surely it has to be mate.
I think so. I think so. Barbie's very 80s, isn't it?
Yeah.
Drongo is an Australian word, though,
Yes.
that's used and could be maybe offensive, so maybe they ban that, I don't know.
I don't know.
But we're going to give away 4 of those later on. You've got about 40 minutes, something like that, to get your comment in, and then they will choose 4 people from this master spreadsheet that they have who have commented with the right answer, and we're going to give 4 of those away. That's brilliant. Last thing before we move on is this. Bear Hugs is our club gift. There are small numbers of our club gift left. Club Hunky Dory, it's awesome. You want to be in it. Basically, you create an account on our website, you join Club Hunky Dory, you get 5% off all full price products immediately across the website everywhere. So you'll see your price is lower. It's brilliant. Do you know how much it costs to join? How much it costs to join, Sheila?
It's free.
It's free. It's not even. It's
a
not
pound,
even.
It's not even a pound. It's not even a pence. It's actually no Great British pence.
It's 0 Great British
Zero
pence.
Great British pence. Join.
It's
Nothing
free.
to lose.
It's free, and you can get things like this, the Bear Hugs Deluxe Card Collection, which is free. All you have to do is pay your postage. You pop it in your basket and pay your postage. You can only get 1. Okay. Now it's gorgeous. This. It's really cute. You can see with the letter there, with the. I love that the seal of the envelope is a heart.
I know.
I think it's really, really cute. Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful kit. Very cute, lovely. Grab it while you can, because it isn't going to be here for very long at all. It's nearly all gone. There are some upsells available to that as well, upsells coordinating items. We have inserts and papers. We have got some adorable scribble, I think is all sold out, potentially, I'm not sure. There's also a little bite-sized book, which is super duper cute. Guys, grab it if you want it, grab it while you can. There will be a new club gift at some point, but this is pretty much last call on Bear Hugs, okay? It's very exciting. Let me move that out of the way. And it is now time for Springtime Deco-Large, but we have a little VT that we've created for you, and we'd like you to have a look at some of the beautiful cards that the team have made. Isn't that beautiful inspiration? You can see there some of the layers of those cards as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Guys, we're going to show you this now, and it comes, the collection, you can buy different elements of the collection, or you can get one great big ultimate bundle. You love Deco-Large, the ultimate bundle is where it is, where you need to be. Let's take a quick look at this, because we've got a lovely layout here, a pack shop they're called, that Emily has put together. You can see how much you get in this kit. So you've got decoupage up here at the top, you've got base layers in there, you've got cardstock in there. What's beautiful is there are 12 different designs in here, but you get 2 of each. So you get 2 of all of them. So if you want to do one as decoupage, you want to do one as toppers, you want to play about with them, mix and match, you can do it. You've got the access to the goodies. There's a little book here as well, little book of Springtime Wishes, which is beautiful. You can see these gorgeous watermark in the middle, watermark papers, they're inserts. 36 of those in this kit. It's a big kit. You save £5 when you buy the Springtime Wishes bundle, and you get all of those goodies for £39.97. Of course, you will get your club discount off that as well. So if you get your £5% Club Hunky-Dory discount, awesome. Let's show you some of the actual product itself and take a little pick and flick, see what you think. I'll try and get this so that the foil doesn't, there we go, that's perfect. So, Deco-Large, Sheila, what do you love about it?
I think I love the impact that it makes.
It's got impact, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. So you can see it from afar, you know what I mean? And it gives that amazing dimension. It's printed on a durable scorable, so it's not going to kind of buckle and kind of fall over. It's solid. Colours, artwork is always divine.
And it is this time, isn't
yes,
it? It's really pretty.
Yeah, it's very fresh, very pretty. There's a bit modern in there, a bit traditional. And it's just all the fact that it's die cut as well and foiled. It just emits beauty and luxury, I think. It's lovely for hundreds of reasons.
So you get this gorgeous accent foil decoupage in here. This is 300 GSM, so it's good sturdy decoupage, which is perfect for shaping.
Definitely.
Because if you add a little bit of shape into the decoupage, it looks beautiful, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
You can do it in just your hand, or you can do it with an embossing tool. It's completely up to you. There's some really intricate bits in this. You can take it as far as you want. You do not have to use all of the layers. You don't have to. It's totally up to you. It's your decollage. What we do as well, the design team are very clever here. This design here will be exactly the same size as the decoupage. So you can layer up onto the cardstock, or you can layer up onto the beautiful toppers that you get. It's called decollage because it's pretty large. It's a good size.
Yeah, it is.
Which is great if you've got hand mobility problems. Decollage is really good for you.
Yeah.
I've got one of these to the side. Let me show you. So just so that you understand and see the depth that you get in this. That's your decoupage there. Look at a card that's been made with it. Isn't it amazing? Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah, it's glorious.
The foil there just trips the light really nicely. It's not too much, just enough. It's beautiful.
I think it's really clever how that one's done as well, because you see the flat image on the cardstock, and then all of a sudden the decollaged images are brought forward as well. So it suddenly gives you that. It gives you a different illusion. It's beautiful.
But you can see cards like this is why people love decollage so much.
Yeah.
It's really, really classy. Let me see who made that. It's Jane. Incredibly talented Jane.
Yeah. It's lovely.
Yeah, I saw her like a couple of days ago. We don't see as much of her as we would like. We adore Jane. Here we go, the little pussy cat with the bouquet of flowers. Isn't that gorgeous?
It's lovely. So sweet.
At least he's not knocking it over.
No.
That's what my Rupert would be doing.
Yes, they're quite good at... they have good spatial awareness, don't they? But occasionally there's a clunk in
occasionally there's a clunk.
There's a clunk and you go, oh gosh, what have they done?
Look at that, that's lovely with the window basket there.
Really
we'll show you some of the cards that have been made with this as well, but you can see here the quality of the artwork is first class.
Yeah.
It screams spring to you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It absolutely does.
Well, there you go.
With the Easter section in there as well, we've got some nice Easter bunnies, we've got some with Easter eggs, we've got some that haven't got Easter eggs, so again, lovely spring feel to it.
It's beautiful. So it's only a tenner more for your to also get your inserts and your little book with this, which is brilliant.
Yeah.
Look at him, he's super cute. It's really nice. You see the sentiments that you've got on here as well?
Yeah.
So you've got sentiments on your main sheet with your backgrounds on it. You've also got ribbon borders on there as well. You've got long sentiments, different shaped sentiments, some of the smaller ones as well. But you also often get extra sentiments on here as well. And we do that on purpose because we want to get a mix of sentiments so that you've got a mix of different occasions.
Definitely. You can make, you might just do small cards. So again, you can use those little sentiments, or you can make tags and things like that. Every bit, I think, gets used up in one way or another.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah, it's lovely.
I hope you're liking looking through these, guys. It's lovely. Look at all these sections here. So individual flowers that you can build up on top of here.
Yeah.
And I've got another one. I've got this here I can show you. it's going to create that. Look at that.
It is. It's lovely. It's so lovely, that one in particular. You know, you can use, like you say, as many layers or as few layers as you like. And even though we've got a big base layer, which makes it, you know, the decollage, we've actually added this time a lot more smaller pieces. Especially with some artwork like that, you have to have the smaller pieces so it really pops out.
Again, use as many or as few of those as you like. But when you're talking a Mother's Day card, that's a cracker.
Yeah,
isn't
definitely.
It? That's
is.
absolutely
it's beautiful,
lovely.
Yeah.
Whether you're making a Mother's Day card for yourself or for someone else to send, it's beautiful.
You actually go into the shelving unit
You
there,
do
don't
there,
you?
don't
You feel
you?
like you can get on the shelves, yeah.
Don't, Sheila, get on
No,
the
I
shelves.
won't get on the shelves,
Okay,
no.
just double checking. Love that heart. Is a wreath the right word? It's not.
Well, I don't know. I mean, sometimes you call it a garland, don't they? It can be a garland, whether it's like long and spread out, or whether it's kind of. I think you think with wreath, it's a bit more kind of solemn, isn't it? And for a solemn occasion.
And that's not solemn at all. Now,
no, it's
garland,
not.
Isn't a garland what you wear around your?
Well, you can wear it around your. No, that's a garter.
That's a garter.
Hey, whoa!
Sorry.
Where is your mind?
I don't know.
Get back on the
I'm looking at
decollage.
you, Sheila. It's
It's
you
a
every
stop
time.
it.
She's beautiful. She's a man of beauty. Sorry about this. It's a new haircut. Isn't that super?
I love that
The
one.
birdhouse. It's lovely, isn't it?
I really love that image. Yeah.
Okay, what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to fly straight across to Sheila at the demonstration station, and she has got a demonstration for you. Let's see what she's going to do with this.
Do you know what, Dan? I've got so much in front of me, and this time I haven't cut anything down. I thought, right, I'm going to just do it as I am there at the desk. So what we're going to do first of all, obviously I'm going to use some silver mirror just to highlight what we've got on the sheets here, and I've chosen to do the beautiful cat image which you just saw Dan show a few minutes ago. So what I'm going to do first of all is just cover my base card in some silver mirror. So we'll do that, and then I'm going to trim off the excess that I don't need on here. So let's just do that first of all. So some nice silver mirror, and I was just having a route through all my cardstock on my desk, and I found a piece. Remember earlier in the year when we did that lovely big chunk of oversized mirror?
Oh, yes, super.
And I found a piece of that, and I thought, you know what, this is perfect. I'm going to use that because then there's no waste. I hate wasting anything, particularly mirror card. So I thought, and we can just fit it in there. Perfect.
Even with mirror, even the little scraps that you think you wouldn't do anything with, keep them for borders.
Oh my goodness!
There's so much you can do with it, isn't it?
Definitely, and because we have our stamps as well and our little dies, very often you just need a tiny fragment like that. You know, and I have a box under my desk here. I have a box under my desk at home of bits of mirror when I've been working at home, and it's like, oh my goodness.
Do you have a box in the car as well?
No, I don't.
No, you're not dedicated enough there, Sheila. You need to be a bit more committed.
I've got a box in a box of ribbon in the car, which I carry with me at all times.
Do you really?
So yeah.
That's brilliant.
So what I'm going to do, I thought, because we've got some additional bits as well with this decollage that we've got on the show. We've got some embossing folders, we've got extra bits as well, some beautiful foil cardstock. So I'm going to kind of do a little bit of a mix-up of things, and obviously you'll see all these as we go through the hour, but because we've only got 3 demos and we've got such a lot of product, I thought I would show some extra bits as well, because they will all work together. So nice big 8x8 card, which I've just covered here. So what I want to do now, so you've got a couple of options here. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put a layer slightly less than 8 inches onto here, because then if we are clever and we leave a big enough border, we're going to just leave ourselves this section here, which will mean we could use that on maybe on a DL card, or we could make a lovely tag with that. So let's just chop this down, and then we can decide which bits we keep. Now we've got the beautiful border here, which you could use at the bottom or at the top. It's entirely up to you. And that is the beautiful thing about our decollage and our cardstock, is that we put patterns on, especially if it's floral. It doesn't have to be a certain way. So if you see where I've taken this off the side here, we're going to keep that. We can do some of our decollage layers on that, make it into a tag, another card, whatever you want to do. But with this one, we've got it with the design, the flowers tend to be all different ways. So if you want to put it down the side, it looks fine down the side. If you want to put it at the bottom, it looks fine at the bottom, or the other side. You can do it exactly as you wish, and that means it's great because you can add your top. You can go, do I want my topper to slightly overlap? Do I want my topper to go in this area here? And this is what I want to do because I want to add a little panel from our beautiful foil cardstock. So let's trim that off. Just do a little mark with my pencil. Trim off that bit so it's a little bit less than the 8 by 8. Make sure that will sit on top there. Yes, it will. Perfect. So let's glue that on in place. And then, of course, because we've got that white border down the side, that's the perfect place to then add as well one of the lovely ribbon borders that you get, like the border strips that you get on your decollage sheets as well. So let's use one of those too. Okay, so we've got a nice base there now, and this is going to be nice chunky card. For those of you that not done this before, Ink Me cardstock is tough cardstock. Then we have our Miri, and then we have our 350 GSM Adorable Scoreable. So you can imagine now the weight of that. So you know it's amazing the quality you get straight away. So let's take my big scissors here now and just chop the ends here. Now obviously because we've got ribbon strips, we need to make sure that these are attached to the sheet. So what we do is I'm just going to snip straight off there, and then I can use that for another card. So if I chop along the end there, then that frees up the strips. You can chop along one or you can chop along two. It's entirely up to you. So let's grab this one. This one is going to go down the edge here, and then we're going to pop our topper here, but I'm also going to do a nice embossed layer too. Now if I look at my sheet, on here we've got a circular sentiment, which is perfect because this can then go at the bottom, or we can be a bit cheeky. If I put double-sided tape on here like this, we can then give the illusion that this strip is actually longer than it is. So if I pop this down the edge here, but I want it to go right to the bottom, if we snip it like that, then this bit will go here, and then we can put our circular topper on there, and that hides the gap where we've just...
It's one of the cleverest things, isn't it? The
Isn't
sort of
it
extension of borders and so on.
Definitely, yeah.
It's quite easy to do. You wouldn't think of it, but it's really effective.
It is very effective, yeah. So of course we'll get the tape, the backing tape off here, and I don't want to come off today. There we go, we've got it. Let me turn it round. I've fixed that on there quite securely. There we go, we got it. So if we put that at the bottom now, try and line it up exactly with that one, and then our little topper will sit over the top of that gap. Now when you pop these out of the sheet, you'll see you have like the little catch points on. You can pop them off with the scissors, an emery board, it's entirely up to you, little nail file, and we're going to bring that so that just sits in proud like that. Let's put it on a pad so it's raised up.
Yeah, it's nice, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I like the way we can do this. So let's just pop a pad on there, and then that will go there.
People are asking how you can order. You order at hunkydorycrafts.co.uk. Jump onto the website there and do create yourself an account first, because you will get 5% off all full price products, which is it's free money, I suppose, isn't it? It's just everything's cheap automatically.
Definitely.
Once you've got that account, you can enter the hub. You can go and look at all the different cards that are made, all that beautiful inspiration, the how-tos, etc., etc. It's all there for you.
Definitely. Right, okay, so I'm going to trim this down, and I've done it too, and I'll tell you, it's 3 inches by 7.5. Okay, it's slightly smaller than the cardstock. So this is going to sit underneath here. What I want to do, in fact, just let me check that I might have to trim it a little bit less actually because of my embossing folder. My embossing folder is 7 by 5, so I need to chop another 1/2 inch on there, because what I want to do is pop this in the embossing folder. Even though it's foiled, I still want to create an effect on there. Now, what is a nice thing to do with an embossing folder, let's see if that'll fit, it might do, is if you pop it onto your mirror card as well and put them both through at the same time, it embosses lovely on your actual mirror card. So let's stick this in place. Well, it gives a really nice kind of edging on your mirror, so it's not just flat. So if you've not tried this, do try it, and it works nicely as well if you're doing it with paper. So we can, even though this is still foiled, you can still put it through your embossing folder to get a little bit of texture, and that's what I'm going to do. So let's just chop that down like that, and then chop. So basically we're just matting and layering, and then we're going to pop that through the embossing folder like that, and it will just give us the edge, a fancy edge. So now I've only used the MIDI machine once before, I think, and I think with an embossing folder you just put this straight through rather than putting it, I'm not sure, I might have to check. Like, it doesn't feel like it's done anything. No, it hasn't. So I'm not sure if it does actually take. Do you know, Dan? Because I haven't used this before. I think that's going to be too fat, isn't it, now, to go through? Yeah, it is. That's right. This is a little experiment here now. I wonder.
We like a bit of experimentation.
Yeah. Do we? We don't have another mat for this, do we? I don't know. I wonder if it goes through like that. Then, do you think?
It shouldn't do. It should close up, but
I think it does with the die in it, but it doesn't for an embossing folder. So I'm wondering.
Does it go through like
that? If it goes through like that, let's try it. I think it just needs. No, it doesn't. There must be.
Does it just go through with the folder on its own? Without?
No, not if we're trying to emboss it.
Oh no! Oh no!
Because it's too thick, and I've already tried it through there, and it's not doing anything. Let me add a little bit of paper. Natalie would know probably, but I haven't used this before, so I don't know. They've confused me now by taking the.
Don't you worry. We can ask her if you want.
Ask her.
A second.
Is there another mat? Just to make sure. Maybe the guests can and the viewers can tell me. Well, ask Natalie. While I'm doing this, let's be building up some of the decollage. I don't want to break the machine.
That's right, Sheila. That makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah. Let's not. Absolutely.
No, I don't want to break it. Absolutely not. But I don't want to tell people the wrong way of doing it. So maybe you can't emboss on it. Maybe it's just for dies. But we can be building up the decollage while we figure out. See, they change things over when I'm not here, and then I come in and I'm like, ooh.
This is what happens.
What's this machine?
We're tricking Sheila, that's what happens.
I don't want Crafter's Companion on the phone saying, what's she done breaking that? Okay, so with your decollage, and this is another great thing about the decollage, we don't put any numbers on, we don't put any letters on. So we don't say, this is layer 1, this is layer 2, this is layer A or B. You get the option to choose which layers go where and how many you do. So if you're thinking, well, I want to send this through the post, but I don't want to put 7 layers on because it might get damaged, and also it might cost me a fortune. So what you can do is just choose which layers you put on.
Sheila, are also ladies and gentlemen on the comments on Facebook are saying that you use the purple shim.
Ah, that's what Natalie has just popped in, like an emergency on-call doctor. Do we have a purple shim for this? She's being totally professional. You wouldn't believe where she is right at this moment, but she's very professional at all times, is Natalie.
Sounds a bit dodgy, that shim.
Yeah, I can hear her. I know she's in the room. I can't see her, but I know she's going to hand me something in a minute that's going to help me out. Because I'm like, this doesn't work. She's giving it away where she is. Thank you, Natalie.
Yay!
Perfect. She saved the day, and thank you for all your lovely.
Thank you, Natalie, and thank you to everybody for your help.
Yes, because I didn't want to break the machine. I didn't want to look foolish either, which I probably did at that point. But anyway, I'm just going to be honest with you, and thank you, Natalie. You have saved the day.
That's okay.
And no one can see her. No one knows how she crept in here, but she did. All at a safe distance. Right, so let's pop this through then with the purple shim. Oh my goodness, absolutely, yes.
Is it perfect?
Yeah, lovely.
Thank you, Natalie.
Thank you, Natalie, for getting it for us.
Natalie's all dressed in black today as well.
I know, we like black, don't we?
What are we doing?
We do like black. So now then, if I show you this to camera, Emily, I'm going to just lift it up a little bit here. You can see if I tilt it that it has embossed those crisscrosses and the hearts. So it's given that cardstock something different. I'm going to tilt it that way so you can see it. But look how it's done it on the edge as well. And I love that little effect, because normally we emboss this piece and then we stick it flat on the mirror.
Yes.
But you know, with some of your embossing folders you can create some really nice effects. So that's going to go now under our little decollage. It's picking up all this green that we've got in the colour on the artwork. So let's stick this down and then we can build up our lovely decollage for you to see. So let's stick that on there like that.
Construction glue, Sheila, is getting tight again.
Is it?
It's getting tight again.
Oh,
Now, I made a promise that I would make sure that construction glue does not run out of stock.
Yes.
It's going to be tight, Sheila.
This
It's going to be very tight. It does happen.
You know, and this happens with everything, doesn't it? You know, things go out of stock everywhere, no matter what you're buying, whether you're buying shampoo, you know, whether you're buying, you know, frozen chips, everything goes out of stock.
Construction glue is like bread and milk, isn't it? You know, it's super important.
Of course it is.
So
of course it is.
I'm doing my best, but
definitely
it could be tricky. Now, what we've got is we've manufactured a stonking amount, an absolute stonking amount of construction glue to ensure it doesn't go out of stock at any point again in 2021.
Okay.
It's in stock as we speak.
Cool.
But if you're thinking about grabbing some in a couple of weeks' time, might be better to get it sooner.
Yeah, definitely. Right, so let's get our cat on there and put it. I'll tell you what I'm thinking before we put it on, because we've got our lovely sentiment here, and I think if we put that at the top so it doesn't interfere here, and then we can stick our decollage. So let's do that, so that we've got, it actually looks like the little kitten is looking up at that as well, even though it's actually looking at the butterfly. So now we can stick this on with one of our long pads. If you've not got any of our long foam pads, our strips, whether they're the wide ones or the narrow ones, do treat yourself to some, because they are amazing and they hold a sentiment like this in place, solid, so it doesn't move.
They're really good, aren't they?
Yeah,
Sheila,
amazing.
Who was it? Jane Hyde has just said, everyone is wearing black to cover up. I love the way she's put this. Everyone's wearing black to cover up their Christmas enjoyment.
Of course. That combined with extra food over lockdown, because you can't go out. You think, what shall I do? Well, I'll have a bag of crisp and I'll have a coffee. And
I'll have another.
Oh, we've got some cakes. Oh, we've still got some mince pies. We did that
last night. We had chocolate eclairs, you know.
Did
and
you?
One of the boys, yeah, you get 4 in a pack, don't you?
Yeah, you do, yeah.
And one of the boys didn't eat his chocolate eclair, didn't want it. Ridiculous.
No.
Ridiculous. So Deborah and I were sat there, and she said, "Oh, I could just eat that." I picked it up, took a bite, and gave her the other half straight away.
You shared it.
We shared
it. That's the best way, isn't it? Yeah.
1.5 chocolate eclairs, good, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. You can't beat an eclair. And you know, they just, as my mum says, they just slip down, don't they? Because there's nothing to them. They're just like fresh air with cream on, aren't they?
Yeah,
cream and chocolate.
Profiteroles, I like profiteroles, especially with like hot chocolate sauce.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a proper luxury. It is.
We're missing, there's no going out for meals, is there?
I know. Life has changed so much. And some people have, you know, gone, okay, this is an opportunity for me to go running outside and get fit. Yes. Others have gone, you know what, I'm really fed up. Bring me a cake and a big hot chocolate.
Yeah. And
whatever makes you happy, then just do it.
I'll just sit here with my XXL Viennetta. We had Viennetta last week. Isn't Viennetta one of the best desserts? Do you know how much it was?
It's amazing. Is it 99p or a pound?
It was £1.19 because it was the XXL one.
Do you know?
Pudding for everyone. You can feed the street with one of them.
Do you remember?
Although I wouldn't feed the street.
No, you wouldn't. Where do you go?
Take it out the freezer and sit it there for about 10 minutes, and then that ice cream just melts in your mouth. Oh, Viennetta.
It does. It is amazing. And do you remember? I don't know if you remember when it came out, Dan. I'd like to know when it actually was first invented. You know, we'd have a roast dinner on Sunday. My mum would say, "Shall we have a Viennetta?" Oh. And you'd slice it out, you know, slice it up and eat it.
How many ridges?
Exactly.
Usually,
I I think we'd have an inch.
You have an inch?
My mum would slice it into an inch, and then we could have a bit of cream on as well if there was cream left.
Cream on top of Viennetta?
Yeah, we've never done it. Oh my goodness, you haven't lived.
Oh, it's good.
So yeah, beautiful. Viennetta is amazing. But
guys, if you don't know what we're talking about, I don't know. Does every country in the world have Viennetta? I don't know. You need Viennetta. You need it in your life.
Definitely, it's amazing.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and it's very retro now, and it's still in its
super
retro packaging, but it's delicious. And what amazes me about it is that the ice cream is proper white.
Oh, it's wonderful,
isn't it? It's whiter than snow. It's amazing. Fabulous.
We've got a question from Shadaya, I think it is. Shadaya, I hope I've got your name right. Dan, is the bundle on Create and Craft? The bundle should be available on Create and Craft. Yes, it's the same bundle that was on Create and Craft is what we have here today for you. You can get it here at honkydoricrafts.co.uk. You can get it from Create and Craft, absolutely. And all other good craft stores as well will have this available and on their website. We've got some lovely trade partners, people that we work with in the UK. Companies who stock Hunky Dory goodies. So you get it from wherever you want. It is completely down to you.
Yeah.
If you buy it from us, please stop, Sheila, with your Viennetta. You know, it's
really?
People are going, ooh. Zara's off to do herself some crumpets.
Lovely.
Chocolate orange Viennetta from Asda.
What?
I don't know about that. But people are agreeing Viennetta is underrated. It is.
It is. It's one of life's great inventions.
I love this. Jean Martin says, got a caramel Viennetta in the freezer. You just reminded me. That's lunch sorted. She said, that's lunch sorted.
Yeah.
Isn't that great? What's for lunch? Caramel Viennetta.
Caramel Viennetta. Half each.
Half each.
Yeah, you could make it. You could have a cup of soup first, so it does feel like you've had a proper dinner. You know, like you've had something warm, something cooked, and then you have your Viennetta piece of toast. Yeah,
shared, and then the Viennetta half each.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Do it.
That's enough about Viennetta. My fault.
There we go. So I want to show you now. I have only used a small pot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The sentiment and the butterfly. That's all I've used on there. And we've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers on top of the actual base layer. So this is probably one of the cards that has like 8 layers on. But you can see what an impact it has. Look at that. That's 4 or 5 layers, and we've still got loads more on the sheet here. You've still got your portion that we chopped off the A4 card, so you've still got enough to do there, and you've still got another base layer, and you've still got another whole sheet of this, because you get 2 of these, 2 base layers, 2 cardstock. So just imagine
there is so much.
How many you can get. It's incredible. Yeah,
Sheila,
definitely.
That's a beautiful card.
Thank
Absolutely
you.
Lovely.
But again, it's using that embossing folder, which has been made specifically to go with the kit, and also as well, we've used some of that foiled cardstock, which is beautiful, which Dan will be showing you shortly. So yeah, get your kit and enjoy yourself making some lovely projects.
We've been asked if you can get those embossing folders. You can get those embossing folders. We will show you them in a minute. I'll just show you quickly. This is a card made by Cat Hollis. So this uses that pussycat. I just counted 9 layers, Sheila. If you wanted to use them all, there's 9 layers on there. If you don't want it to be too deep, you can use the 1mm foam pads instead of 2mm foam pads. It's completely down to you. Or you can do what Sheila's done and be a little more frugal with it. You still get that gorgeous decoupage effect, but you've got more layers to use elsewhere, such as on your cardstock. As we said, the images match in size. It's perfect. It's lovely. It's Springtime Deco-Large. We adore it.
Yes.
Emily, can I ask you to do me a favour and turn the aircon off? It's freezing.
Are you chilly?
Thank you, darling. Okay. And what have we got next? I will show you our inserts. We've got some lovely matching inserts. When I say matching and coordinating, I should be able to show you exactly how they do match and coordinate. So there's sort of a watermark effect. You can see that is the depth of colour that you've got with your decollage. And can you see how it's perfectly sized again? Same sort of thing. You could decoupage up onto your inserts if you wanted to. Completely up to you.
Yeah.
But they make it's the perfect way to finish your card. You get 36 inserts in here with this muted. I don't know whether I like the word muted, sort of watermark artwork. But there you go. So you get these images. These are 140 GSM. It's uncoated, so if you wanted to stamp a sentiment on the inside, you absolutely can do.
Yeah.
Again, your artwork's on there, it's beautiful. You get 3 of each of these, because there are 12 different designs here. You've got all the designs that you've seen through the decoupage before. It's just a really nice way to finish off your card. These are $9.99. Of course, they're in that bundle that money-saving bundle as well. Here we go. That's the mum one, Sheila, that we looked at, which was the gorgeous sort of on the shelf, where that shelf pops out for you. The garland that I thought was a garter but isn't. A nice basket there. So these are super. Okay, so I won't go through all of them, but they're there. There are 12 different designs, 3 of each in there for $9.99. Again, you can see the bundle price on there. What else have we got? How's about this? Springtime Wishes little book. The little book, the square little book of Springtime Wishes. I love square little books. I think they're so attractive.
Yeah.
And you can see this artwork again in here, absolutely beautiful. But I think there's some other artwork in here as well. Look at that. That's so nice. Look at that. So that's the meadow hare in there. So we've extended this so it doesn't just have the artwork from the Springtime Wishes in there. It's got other artwork as well that with the springtime feel. Look at that. I would love to live there.
I would like to live in that. Yeah. Nice little bit of land at the back for a few chickens and things.
Please.
Yeah.
Yes, please. A nice swing in the background as well. I don't know why I want to swing there because I'm probably a bit too old for swings now.
You're never too old.
Never too old for a swing.
No.
There we go. We've got the birdhouse. Again, the garter. The bike. It's all getting a bit fruity here at Hunky Dory TV.
Whoa.
It's nice. It's past the watershed somewhere. That's a lovely cat. Bird table. So there's so many. There's 150 sheets in your little books. And there are multiples of each. So I'm not showing you those because you don't need to see the same design again and again. But I think it's 6 of each design. So you can do this, the decoupage as well. I mean, that looks like it's already been decoupaged.
It does,
Doesn't that look incredible?
It's beautiful.
So beautiful. And perfect for this time of year. Love the tabby cat. I do like a nice tabby cat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so lots and lots and lots in there. 150 sheets, as we said. Again, part of that bundle as well. So that money-saving bundle, £39.97. And we can take a look at that again. It's an absolutely gorgeous selection or collection of goodies. Everything that you've seen so far is all in there, £39.97. Grab it while stocks last. I can't guarantee stocks on this one for too long. As you can understand, we have done some extended dispatch for Ideal Shopping, so there will be Create and Craft, so there will be some more being manufactured. I want to keep this in stock all the way through spring if we can.
Yeah.
I'd love it to be in stock all year round, really.
Yeah.
Decollage, you'll find, goes so quickly, and there's hardly ever decollage on the website. It doesn't stay there for very long.
No, it doesn't, does it? No.
It's a bit disappointing, that, really. I'd like there to be decollage there more often,
Yeah,
you know. So,
yeah.
Okay, so next product. Let's take a look at what we're going to do. Moonstone embossing folders. So these are the embossing folders that we were asked. Can we? Do we have these separately? The answer is yes, we do. You can save £2 with the multi-buy, it's £9.98, or you can buy these singularly, separately, for £5.99 each. Beautiful embossing folders. Sheila used one before, proved they work. Takes us about half an hour to work out what plates to use. But once you've spent your 30 minutes working out what plate to use,
just go for it.
Then you can make gorgeous designs with these. Okay, let's see. I've got probably a couple of cards. So you can just put it in the background. So I don't know if you can see, if you'll pick it up on there. Oh, there you can see it. But just in the background there, it just adds an extra something, doesn't it? We've got it here as well on the thank you card.
Nice.
Yeah, embossing is lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, they're really nice folders, both of them. Yeah.
There's a tiny bit around the very outside of that as well, because you've got the foil card there as well, which will be the next product that I'll show you. So, I love foil card. It's one of the first, when Hunky Dory first started designing and manufacturing its own products, one of the first, we bought some big Heidelberg Platens. We bought one, and I learnt to use it, and it was fabulous. I was trained by a guy called John, who works here with us still. He's the production manager. Very, very talented man. And one of the first things he did was teach me how to make foiled card like this, and it's so luxurious. It's so beautiful to see it done. And we will get some videos of what we do over there in the production department. I've promised people that before, but we will do. But what you get a sort of a draped in foil, luxurious cardstock like Adorable Scoreable, then drape it in this foil. It's absolutely stunning. This is a beautiful mix of foil card. 350 GSM, it's Adorable Scoreable, so it can be scored and folded, and it will not crack. Even with the foil on it, it doesn't crack, so it still has that beautiful property. But this is a lovely sort of springtime mix. You can see the colours, gorgeous colours. New colours from our 2021 range. The more pastel colours as you would expect for springtime, but with a real mix of designs.
Yeah, we've gone both like modern and traditional here, haven't we?
I love it. There's such a mix, which is great. These are going to last you all the way through springtime and into later in the year, because summer is great with these as well. All A4. Beautiful foiling on that, you can just see. And it's a lovely mix of both gold and silver. Or are they all gold?
No, the gold and silver.
Gold and silver.
Yeah.
I love the butterflies. They're lovely, aren't they? So pretty.
Yeah, it did really well on Create and Craft as well, didn't it?
Did it?
Yeah, people were loving it.
Really popular.
Yeah.
Just look at the polkas. I mean, that's just really classy on its own, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's lovely, and it's lovely for boxes. It's lovely for making crackers. You know, you don't just have to have Christmas crackers. You can have like a real beautiful presentation cracker with a window in it, and then you can put all kinds of like jewellery in. You could make some with the pink and the blue hearts, put little baby shoes in and baby socks. There's lots and lots of things you can do with Adorable Scoreable, because it's solid and it's rigid and it's firm, heavyweight card, and you can bend it and fold it and score it. And this is an added bonus when it gets foiled like this, because it's just luxury on an A4 sheet.
Love the pinstripe there. So these colours, the colours and designs were chosen by the beautiful lady to my left, Sheila Halliwell, weren't they? You chose which ones went with which?
Yeah, the dies came through and you gave them to me and said, these are the colours, decide which one gets embossed in which die and which has gold and which has silver. So
you know that these are going to be right. The colours are going to be right because she did it. And she does a super job. So that's 24 sheets there for £9.99. Luxurious foil card, Adorable Scoreable. It's your springtime card making sorted. When you want foil card, that's perfect.
Yeah, definitely. And I love that there's one of each, because that to me makes it a bit more kind of almost like exclusive and a bit more how posh is that card? You say, I can do it in the silver, I can do it with the gold design, but then once it's done,
there won't be two cards
another one like that. No,
there will not.
So
Sheila.
it's a little bit more exclusive to you.
She is right. So, do you think we've got another couple of products to show? But do you think it would be a nice idea to go back? Have you got another demo for us, Sheila?
I have indeed. Yes,
she does. Let's go and have another demo with
I have indeed. Okay, so we're going to use this time. We're going to use the other embossing folder. We're also going to use the little boot this time. And I'm going to try and, as you can see there, I've taken a couple of pages and I've chopped into them to try and make a longer panel, almost like a picture. And what we're going to do, we're going to put it into one of our fabulous box frames, which Dan will be showing to you next, I think.
I should have probably shown them first.
Well, do you want to show them first?
Shall I? Do you know why I didn't? Because they were tucked over here, and I hadn't. Once again, I hadn't done my prep correctly.
It's all
Sheila,
right.
I do apologise.
It's okay. Yeah, you show those, and then we can show it being made. It probably makes more sense then, doesn't it?
Now, usually at Hunky Dory, I tend to know everything that's going on. I tend to keep my eye on what's happening and be involved in a lot of stuff. Some people would say too much. I admit that. I do admit that. But I wasn't really involved in these, so I'm learning about these now with you as we look at them. Which is great, because Sheila's going to show us how to use them. If you've got, so Deco-Large is beautiful, but it can give you quite a deep card. If I show you this here, there's 9 layers on there, so you get this really deep card. You want something to be able to put this in or show it off with kind of a frame, a beautiful frame around it, and make something really special from it. That's what these do for you. So there's handmade card boxes, which means that you can send them in the post easier and it's not going to get crushed. But there's also these gorgeous Deco-Large box frames. So this is a set. You're going to make 12 in total. As you can see, foiled and die cut already for you, with one of these clever little, what's it called, Sheila? Stands?
Like a stand, yeah.
Like a stand. Sheila will show you how to use them. So you've got both gold and silver in here, with sentiments added in there as well. The idea here is that we don't want to waste any space. At Hunky Dory, we'll try and make as much use of the space as we possibly can. So you get extra complementary sentiments in here as well. These are die cut already for you, and they're scored already for you, so you're just going to be able to build these up nice and easily. We'll go to Sheila and we'll see exactly how she does it. So it's a mix of different sizes, Sheila, is it?
Yes.
I'm learning as I go along. Yes, there's square,
there's a square and there's a 5x7. When it's put together, it will allow you to put a 5x7 decollage in there, or a card or a top or whatever you want to.
And you obviously get, as I said, your handmade card boxes as well, which will mean that you can fold them, put your cards into these and send them for posting without anything being crushed. Love it. Let's go across to Sheila and see the professional do something with them.
Okay, so what we've done here now, you will see how Dan has just shown to you, and you might have seen me do this on Create and Craft. I know Pauline did some yesterday as well, and we both do it in a different way. One uses glue, one uses tape. I'm going to use a bit of a mix, and just to show you the options. So it's pre-scored, so you just need to fold all your scores in as though you're bringing them all into the middle, like that. Now what I want to do as well, I want to use a piece of adorable scoreable. I'm going to cut it to 5x7. I'm going to emboss that, and then we're going to put that inside on the background. So because I'm using the small guillotine, I just need to do a quick measurement here of 7, like that, because you don't have to, but ideally if you're going to cover the whole of the inside of the box, it's best to actually put this in before you tape anything down. You'll see 5x7, when you stick it in there, whether you're leaving it plain or not, it will have about, probably just about ½ an inch spare all round. So let's put this through the second embossing folder, which is this beautiful one with little like little flowers and leaves all over. It's really pretty. It's very like gentle, very spring-like as well. So let's pop this through here and emboss it. Now you'll be able to see it better this time, the design, because we've put it onto regular adorable scoreable. So you'll be able to see the design a little bit clearer when I hold it up for you to the camera.
So Sheila, Elaine says that she's got these and uses them for very special cards.
Oh yes, definitely. So you can see there now the design on there. If I tilt it, you can just see it in the light there with all those little like ditzy florals on there. So now what we can do, we will put this into the base of the frame before we start to put the box frame together. Now as well, with the box frame, you will get boxes as well that you can then put your box frame into. So, there's lots and lots of parts with this, but the boxes are pretty much simple to make up anyway, and I can just show you one of those. But again, 2 different sizes, so you've got the square one, which I think will fit, if my memory serves me right, it will fit probably one of the square little book pages.
Yeah. Vicky says that she'd love these for using with her quilling.
Ooh.
Because that would work as well, wouldn't it? Because quilling obviously has depth to it, doesn't it?
Definitely. And I mean, if you're not doing anything that's foiled, you don't have to put foiled front on. You can make your own front. You might want to put some lace on or some ribbon. You might even want to stamp on it. And the good thing is, if you're wanting to hang these on a wall, they're light as well, so you can actually make it like a proper frame like you would have in the house. Right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to turn in these sections here. Now what you can do, you can glue them, you can tape them, or you can not do either, because once it's put together, you can put tape around here and then stick your die cut frame on top, which is what we'll do, and I'll show you that in a second. But what I'm going to do, because construction glue will give us a minute, or probably about a minute before it actually bonds really well. So if we put a little line on each of the end tabs like that. And I think they were panicking when I was doing it on Create and Craft the other day, because they seemed to cut off and go off to somewhere, and I thought, I looked at the monitor, I could see they'd gone. I thought, they've gone showing some product. Where are they? I think they were thinking that it wouldn't go together. It is fiddly, but my advice is tuck your corner bits in first, like that. Okay, and you can put it so that it fits up to the score line. Now if you want to, you can actually run something like a pencil or something through the end of a wooden spoon just to put a bit of pressure on. I don't like to put too much pressure on until I've started tucking them in. So just because then otherwise you end up creasing up the edges. So this bit is going to fold right round and tuck into there like that. Okay, and Pauline did this yesterday. Now a good thing to do if you're sat at your desk, unless you've got someone else helping you, which you probably won't have at the minute because we can't get too near to each other because of social distancing and all that. So what you can do, I find this is where my tummy becomes a help, because you can actually shove it right up to your tummy and your tummy holds it in place. So, you know, it is a little bit fiddly, but don't despair. Tuck it in, do it carefully like that, and you'll see how it does slot in. If you want to, you just, you know, put this end next to your tummy so you've got like, that's like your third hand that just holds it together. Right, so now what I would do is put some double-sided tape on. So you put your double-sided tape on right the way across. Now I'm just using regular double-sided, but if you want to, you can use your red tape. It's entirely up to you. If you want to, you could put this double-sided tape onto the back of your frame. But I think it's better to do it this way because it's holding your frame then for when you put the outer edge on, because then you can't see through that, so you need to be able to make sure the frame is stuck together in place. Okay, so there we've got our tape on. Now what we can do is we can start to take off the backing. Now this is where you can take a little bit off, or you can take the whole of your backing off if you want to. Entirely up to you. A lot of people like to do it this way. It gives them a bit more confidence, and they know that, you know, if something's not quite stuck down properly in the right place, they've got time to move it. I've taken that one off. This one I'm going to do halfway.
Sheila, it already looks lovely. It's I think how clean the white looks is beautiful, isn't it?
I think so. Ink Me
card. Clean, isn't it?
Yeah, Ink Me cardstock is pretty much amazing. It's as white as you'll get, really.
As white as snow.
It is. And as white as, what is it my mum says? My mum says, as white as driven snow.
Oh, that's nice.
That's an old saying, isn't it?
Driven snow.
As white as driven snow. Yeah, exactly. So now we'll just pop this out. And I'm going to actually put this on before I start to build up my layers, because I can easily put my layers in. Right, so if we kind of sit it on top like that, and you'll be able to see with the inner sections where it needs to sit. So I'm just going to move that a little bit if I can, just to there, and then this end here, and then we can start to pull off the tape. Now the tape needs to go that way, like that.
Sheila, Bren says that she bought this kit without seeing it online. She just adores Deco-Large. And people who buys from her, so she must sell her cards, or if she sends to folk, also just love the depth of the die-cut decoupage.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
The spring one is absolutely gorgeous. That's Bren from Mouselip.
It is quite amazing. Right, so what I want to do now, I want to trim this a little bit, so we're still seeing a little bit of our embossed section in there. So I'm going to take it's probably about 0.5 centimetre just off either of the edges like that, and I'll test it first just to see. I can probably take a bit more off there. Let's go a little bit more then.
So you see how Sheila there has put the frame on that's got that beautiful foiled accent on it. If you didn't want the foiled accent on it, you could just put that frame on the other way round and it would just be white.
You can, yes.
If you wanted to use it as a template to cut a different coloured frame out to go on the front, you absolutely can.
You definitely can.
So you could turn it into a black one if you wanted.
Of course you can. You could paint it. You know, you could glitter it. You know, just cover it in double-sided and glitter it. Entirely up to you what you do with it. And this is the good thing about them being white. And also as well, I mentioned on Wednesday, if you want to make it like a proper frame, you can take, before you put this on, you can actually put a piece of acetate on once you've done your build-up inside, then put your frame on top, and then you've got like a picture almost, or something that will go on top of a box. So what we're going to do now, I have taken one of the little book pages, and I saw the hair in there, and I thought, I wonder if I can put the hair so it looks like it's sitting, because this is quite far in the distance, so it looks like it's sitting at the front of the field. But at the same time, I thought, oh, my page is short. What am I going to do? So from 2 of the other pages, I've cut a couple of the bottoms off, so we can kind of layer that up to the bottom.
Wow.
So it just gives you, again, a little bit more of something different, and it elongates that, so you can make what was a 5x5 picture into something more like a 5x7, which is
amazing, isn't it?
What we're going to fit in. Yeah.
We've been asked, I think it was Jenny said that she's bought the 3D fold aperture cards with the boxes, asked if there's a video. There are loads of videos on the hub.
Yes.
So on hunkydorycrafts.co.uk you'll be able to find stuff there. Also, all of our shows, Hunky Dory TV shows, are available. The back catalogue of shows are available on Facebook and on YouTube.
Yeah.
So you can jump onto Hunky Dory TV and you can go back and rewatch any. Some of them we have a lot of fun. So there are some that really are worth watching. It's quite addictive there, as you guys will know. You put it on and you find that you've lost 3 hours watching back to back. They're really quite good.
Yeah.
Also, if there's anything in particular specific that you want an instructional video on, hey, reach out to us, let us know, and we'll do our best to create something for you.
Definitely, we will try our utmost best. If there's something you're stuck with, something you're not sure about, we'll try and do some. I think we were discussing that yesterday via email with myself and Natalie and Ashley about doing some things like that and doing some videos and things. Right, so you can see now how we've made that look into like a lovely long array of daffodils there that are growing frantically. So before I put this bottom layer on, this one is stuck on now, I'm going to put my hair in here. Now we can put the hair flat like that, but I'm going to put pads under the hair's kind of face, because that needs to sit proud and it needs to be in place so that it doesn't flip around and it doesn't get kind of bent or damaged.
Sheila,
yeah.
I have to say to you, this is we had a card on, was it Wednesday? And I said, I think this is I think this could be my favourite card of January. I said,
Okay.
And you know, at the end of the year when we look back and we say, okay, what were your favourite makes of the year and so on.
Yes.
I was thinking already something that Nat did was absolutely brilliant. But Sheila, I am loving this.
Are you really?
Absolutely loving it, and people are loving it as well. They're saying that, as we know, Sheila is super creative. But this is, yes, I wasn't expecting this. I thought it was. I think this is brilliant.
Well, do you know, it's surprising actually what you can do just by seeing when you get a little bit, rather than looking at it just as one page. Look through the pad and see, is there anything that I could kind of adapt to make it look a little bit different from what you would expect. So now we've got our hair popping up in the field there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a couple of the tree sections on as well, just to make sure we've got a little bit of lift there. So again, you're building your own scenes here, you're building your own decollage in a way, but you're mixing different areas.
Sheila, I could say that if you sent that to someone, it would be a completely unique card that no one else would ever see or have in the world, but I have to be honest, I don't think it'll be the only one now that you've done this, because it looks really, really good. It's something that I want to make, certainly. Really?
Well, what you can do as well, you can actually, I've taken this off the page that has the hair on. If I bring this in here, you can see this is on here. So you can actually take that. You're still going to have the hair. In fact, the hair and this came off one page, so I've only taken, it's only used one page. But again, that could go up the side if you want it to, or you can leave that. You can bring his paws forward of that, so you've still got some additional. I don't know whether I'm going to put that on or not, because I've actually cut the sheep here as well. So I've cut the two sheep. I'm going to snip that one off because one is behind the hair, but we can just pop that one on a pad, so we've got a little bit of dimension there with the sheep.
I thought it was sheep shearing, not sheep snipping. Sheila's invented her own.
I have.
We've got some lovely comments saying how gifted you are. I love what Karen's comment, that she said that she loves the videos for inspiration. We were talking about videos earlier and that you can watch back. My husband has viewed them and used my materials to make me a birthday card.
Really?
Isn't that lovely?
Oh,
and
my
It
goodness.
just goes to show that it's so inclusive craft, isn't it? And you can
Yeah.
pick this up and really get into it so easily.
Of course you can.
That's lovely. I'm really pleased to hear that. I think it's fabulous.
Definitely. I think as well, if you've got a creative flair, you can use these things in a different way, which is what I try and do, because a lot of the time we have a lot of things here at Hunky Dory are done in the same format, and which is great because it means as a crafter you pick out a certain thing and you have comfort in that, and you are comfortable using it and you're confident in using it, so you get good at that one thing, like to a professional level. Whereas because we have to kind of do it all the time, we constantly have to come up with new ways of using things, and sometimes that's how we kind of decide, right, I've got to try and do something different with this. Let's just stick this on at the top, and I'm going to use some of our very thin strips of foam tape, which again are one of my...
Strips are great.
Oh my
They're
goodness.
absolutely brilliant.
One of my favourite things.
I'll make sure they're back on the Super Savers this coming month. Absolutely. We do Super Savers at the end/beginning of every month, guys, and we take core products, consumables and things that are craft tools, that sort of thing, and we cut the prices on them and do deals on them.
Yeah.
And we choose different ones every time, which means that you've always got a chance to get your hands on something if you were waiting for something at a really good price. We like to do that. I think it's really cool. I'll make sure those are on this coming month.
Okay, now if you wanted to use that without a sentiment, that would be perfect to go in a room. It would be perfect just to go on the wall, nice and cheery, especially because you've got a church on there. Once everything gets open again, you want to start fundraising. These are great because you've got the church on there. That means a lot to people who regularly go to church and who do fundraising for their own parish. So again, it's something that you can use. It's, you can do it, you could even make it Christmassy. There's nothing stopping you adding some glitter and putting a little bit of flocking on and making it look snowy. We're going to pop our sentiment up at the top there, and then the last little thing to do is your stand. Now your stand has got a score line, so you fold along the score line, and then you've got this little strange kind of cutout here with a score line across the middle. Now what you can do with that, you can fold it if you want to, or you can leave that as it is, because your recipient can do that once they get it. It's a bit like a school photo. You pop the stand
just like
out.
that, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah.
We have loads of them around our house because obviously the kids are,
of course.
9 and 12, so we've
course.
got all of the school photos.
Of course.
Brilliant.
So what we can do, you can either stick it on that way, you can stick it the other way. It's entirely up to you. Whichever way you do it, this works. This pops out like this. It's got a little groove in it, so it kind of sits like that. And then what I like to do, rather than just, if you stick it on there, you'll end up, it doesn't sit nicely. I like to put it right in the middle and at the bottom of my box here, so you can see it.
It's already angled, isn't it?
Yes, it is. So you don't need to even worry about that. Another little tip here as well. If you keep that one, you could use that as a template to make some more of your own if you're wanting to do some things on stands, or basically just draw around this. But you can see now as well, that will fall flat and that will go in your box. So there you have your frame now. If I show you as well, just while we're here, you get the box to put that in. So basically, the box is pre-scored like this. So you just, I'm not going to stick it, but I'll just give you an idea of how you do it so that you know when you get it home, you can crack straight on with it. Basically, you're folding everything in again so that you can tuck it all in and fix it together. Now this bit as well, you can fold it both ways if you like, so that, and I would do that before you actually start to stick it together, because then obviously you might want to display something like that with it, or you might want it to be shut. But basically, that's all you need to do. You've got these little panels here. Put some glue on or some tape, tuck them in like that, fold that over. You can tape and glue that down, and then obviously your box is going to fit, let's put it flat, in there. So you've got a beautiful presentation. There's a bit of space in there as well, so you could actually wrap it in a bit of tissue or a bit of padding, but you can see how if I turn it that way, that will fit inside there. But these are great, not just for making cards with, for, you know, displaying necklaces and earrings that you might do for jewellery.
Absolutely.
You know, you might do miniatures like I do as well sometimes, where you can use these as little, put shelves in and put little trinkets on and things like that. So think about how much you know, value and versatility these can be used for. You know, and grab these because they don't come around very often, but they're really cool.
Sheila, will you do me a favour? Will you pop the box together while I show the next couple
of course I will.
Okay?
Yeah, definitely.
That's brilliant. Okay, guys, it's Win It Weekly. It is your last chance. So let's just pull this up on screen. If you want to be in with a chance of winning one of 4 of our Peony Promise luxury card collections worth $24.99 each, we need the answer to this question, and we're going to tell you a couple of minutes is what you've got. Like, share and comment if you can. The Australian government banned what word for the day? Was it A, mate, was it B, Barbie, or was it C, drongo? We'll be giving those away very, very soon. A couple more products to show you, and then it'll be the end of the show. Very sad. I've really enjoyed today's show.
I have actually. It's been really nice.
We've got 3 different rubber stamps here, or clear stamps, I should say. They're photopolymer. They're beautiful. They're manufactured here in the UK. They are absolutely lovely. They're £8 each. Although you can get all 3 for 16 quid, and basically pay for 2 but get 3. Let me show you. It's very difficult to see the design, so what I'll do is I'll show you cards that have been made with them. So first you have this. Isn't that gorgeous? So it's utilising artwork from our Springtime Wishes collection. This is your first stamp. Just £8 each, these stamp sets, and that's been beautifully coloured. It doesn't say on there who did it. What a shame. But that's lovely. The second one.
Was that? Oh, it's me. I think it did
was
that.
Was it you, Sheila?
Was it the one that's got half the? Yeah. I think it's got. Has it got half of the image on? Oh no, it's not me. I tell a lie. I did one similar. I apologise. I did one similar, but that might have gone to telly.
You don't have to apologise.
I do, yeah.
Okay, there we go. We've got the Scent with Love there. With the birdhouse and the keys, absolutely beautiful. And we have, and I love this, and this says who did it on the back, so nice. I know that this was Kat Hollis. And Kat's done something really different here, because you've got this lovely basket, but she's had a stamp part of it in black and left that uncoloured. And then she's done the heart, she's raised that up, but she's coloured around the outside, and it's really quite interesting.
It's very nice, isn't it? Very different. Very different.
And that's using the Springtime Wishes stamp, and using one of the Moonstone nesting dies, so she's used squares and hearts, obviously it's the hearts one from it. But isn't that different?
It's beautiful.
I love that.
It's lovely.
Very good, Kat. So there are 3 stamps available in this collection, and the last product I'm going to show you today is... And I've been looking at this. I can see it. I can spy it out of the corner of my eye. I love Adorable Scoreable. You guys love Adorable Scoreable. Sheila adores Adorable Scoreable. I think Sheila is the queen of construction with Adorable Scoreable.
I love it.
But look at that colour. Look at the first colour.
Nice.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Delicious.
Brand new colours for 2021. There's 30 A4 sheets in here. You've got 1, 2, 3 of each colour, so there are 10 colours in total. Beautiful colours. Look at that. I just look at that all the time. It's gorgeous.
I know, it's lovely.
The satin sheen of Adorable Scoreable as well. Guys, you know it's 350 GSM. You know that. You know the qualities and the properties of Adorable Scoreable. What you've got here, look at that. Wowzers.
Nice.
That's really nice. Love this sort of daffodil yellow as well. Beautiful. And then some softer colours. A lovely cream, sort of clotted cream there.
To go on your Viennetta.
To go on your Viennetta. No, pouring cream, surely.
Whatever, yeah.
Clotted cream on your scone, though.
Oh, yeah.
And it's scone, not scone.
It is scone, yeah.
Woo! It is for us. There we go.
Scone, but not forgotten.
Your mileage may vary. You are allowed to call it whatever you want. As long as you call it yummy. There we go. But that Adorable Scoreable, 30 sheets there for $9.99. That's brilliant. Okay, what have we got left to do today? Have we another demo?
We can.
Have we? It's 11:15. I don't think we've got time.
No, we've probably not got time.
I'm really sorry we don't have time.
It's fine.
But what we can do is we can give you the Win It Weekly. So we've got that to do. But before we do that, because the guys are just coming up with the winners for that, we're going to spin the wheel. Are you ready?
Whee!
Let's go. Okay, Emily did brilliantly there because I totally went off-piste and she was not expecting that at all, and it was seamless. How good is she?
She's professional through and through.
Isn't she brilliant?
Yeah,
Isn't she brilliant? Okay, guys, it's time to spin the wheel. We love Fridays. We love Friday afternoons. Thank you so much for spending your time with us this Friday mornings. We love the fact that you spend some time with us on Friday mornings. It's brilliant. It's fun. We're going to spin this wheel. We spin the wheel, and then we ask you all to comment, and we're going to tell you all about all the cool things that are coming up over the next week or so. You get about a minute to comment. What do we want people to comment today? Should we choose? Should we choose?
Yeah.
What should we say? What is your favourite dessert? That's what I'd like to know today.
Yes.
I want to see how many people put Viennetta all the way down because it's in their mind. What is your favourite dessert? That's what we would love to know.
Mm-hmm.
You comment. If you comment, you're in with a chance of winning. Emily is going to choose who has won in about a minute. But first, let's see what we're going to win. We spin the wheel. Wherever it lands, that's what we're going to get. Let's see. Not a bad spin. Oh, what's it going to stop at? It's a £25 voucher! Woohoo!
Yeah, nice prize!
Okay, that is a £25 voucher that we're going to give away right now, and you'll get it in your account today, so you'll be able to use it today to buy some awesome goodies, which will bring this down to about 15 quid, something like that. Amazing. Yeah. Okay, so while we're doing that, Emily, please do comment, what is your favourite dessert? Let's take a look at what our TV schedule is. So, on Creating Craft, the premier TV channel in the UK, Sky 683, Freeview 95, Virgin 748 or Freesat 816. On Sunday, on the 17th of January, at 3 o'clock, with Sheila.
Yes.
It's you, my darling.
It is.
And you will be doing, tell us what you'll be doing, Sheila.
I'm going to be doing the brand new Stamper Card stamps. So we have 4 nice new stamp sets covering a lot of different themes.
Brand spanking?
Yes, brand spanking new, and it's up to you whether you use them nice and simply or whether you dissect bits or whatever you want to do. But it'll be a nice show. I think it's myself with Dean.
Okay,
so
that's good.
at 3 p.m.
Well,
so
we
that
like
should
Dean
be
a
good.
lot.
Yeah.
Dean wins the Craft Personality of the Year, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Yeah.
We like Dean a lot. He's very good. Okay, our next Facebook live show will be the Craft Show on Monday the 18th of January at 10 a.m. with Rachel and Natalie.
Yes.
And I believe that they will be showing off those gorgeous new stamp cards, which is great. We add a product to the rollover which has not been won again, so it is ticking up, What product is it that we're adding? Ooh, now that's a product.
That's one of my favourites.
That's nice. We're going to be adding this, guys. It's the Banner Punch. So a full punch is going in there. Love craft tools. They're brilliant, aren't they? So useful.
Those are great. Those 3 big punches that we have are just like one punch and you've performed some magic. They're amazing. I love them.
They're brilliant and they're perfect. I mean, people, you're not doing your Christmas stuff yet, but for birthday tags,
on your banners and little
everything
bunting.
on your cards.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll be honest with you. I just want to check. So what have we got? Everyone's saying amazing, Sheila, and great demos and so on, which is fantastic. But there's cheesecake, Viennetta original. Homemade lemon jelly cheesecake, Mary Berry recipe, creme brulee.
Creme brulee, yeah.
Joanne says syrup sponge. Lynn says she could do an eclair right now. You could. Actually, you've really got to be super full to not be able to manage an eclair.
Yeah, you can.
Because they go down so easy.
Have them at any time.
Zara wants a cheese board with pickles and chutney.
Oh.
Is it a dessert? That's a whole nother question. Carol says apple pie and custard. Okay. Emily, have you chosen who is going to win our £25 voucher?
If I can pronounce her last name correctly.
Oh, exciting. If you've got a difficult to pronounce last name, it could be you.
It's just me being a bit dim. Kathy Stowe or Stow.
Kathy Stow, S-T-O-W?
Yeah.
Kathy Stow, Kathy.
Stowe.
Kathy,
Well done,
congratulations. You are the winner of our £25 voucher. If you can contact us either through, you can send us a message on Messenger, or you can email studio@hunkydorycrafts.co.uk, and the guys will put £25 onto your account this morning that you will be able to spend straight away on anything you want on our website. Congratulations to you. We'll be spinning the wheel again next Friday.
Yeah.
Are we ready with our Win It Weekly winners? We are there. Let me grab my Peony Promise Collection. 4 of these are being given away right now. Before we give them away, let's find out the answer to our question. Sheila, what was it?
It was a Mate!
Hey, mate! All right, mate! No, that's
right,
London.
mate.
I've done it wrong again. You're correct, the answer was mate. And it was the Australian Parliament, and they said no one was allowed to use the word mate in the morning, and then they did it all the way through to the afternoon. I believe that they called each other like learned gentlemen and learned madam and things like that for the day. Yeah,
but it was difficult that, because
changed
it's more of a habit, isn't it, than
all the
anything?
time.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, congratulations if you got the answer right, which was mate. And the people who have won, the 4 winners are... Congratulations! So, Clive and Jill Roberts. So there's 2 people there. You'll have to share it between you, I'm afraid. Clive and Jill. Valerie Wilson, congratulations. Christine Payton, congratulations. And Nadia Westerby. Congratulations. You 4 guys are going to receive one of these. What do they do? So do we contact them? Do they need to contact us?
We contact them, but they can also...
You are more than welcome to contact us, but we will be in contact with you. And these can go out today for you as well. So you should be getting these on Monday, Tuesday next week.
Wow.
Isn't that brilliant? Okay, guys, thank you so much for spending time with us today. We've really enjoyed it. Have you had a good time, Sheila?
I've had a lovely time. Before we go, we did just manage to do the box, and I put the leaves down there and the sentiment, a couple of gems at the top. Again, you can do it either way, but there is your box, which will fit your box, just to prove that it does all fit in there nicely. So grab those if you can.
It's super. Sheila,
Thank you very much.
is there any chance that you could give that away on your Facebook
Yeah, we can
page?
give it away.
Is that
yeah,
all right?
definitely, we can give them both away.
Oh, isn't that amazing?
Yeah, we'll give both the demos away today.
So this is on your Sheila Hunky Dory
Yes,
page, is
yes,
that okay?
yeah.
Right, so if guys on Facebook, Sheila Hunky Dory, if you want to be in with a chance of getting that and having them sent to you, because I think that's a lovely gift.
Definitely.
Brilliant. And
Yeah,
thank
we'll
you
do
very
that.
much. We say bye from Emily.
Bye.
Bye from Sheila.
Bye-bye.
And bye from myself. Have a lovely weekend, guys. See you on Monday.